Exodus 34 KJV Light. 1. And the Lord said unto Moses, Hew thee 2 tables of stone like unto the first, and I will write upon these tables the words that were in the first tables. Lest thou make a covenant with the inhabitants of the land, and they go a whoring after their gods, and do sacrifice unto their gods, and one call thee, and thou eat of his sacrifice. K and D Exodus 34, 15. To recall the duties of the covenant once more to the minds of the people, the Lord repeats from among the rights of Israel, upon the basis of which the covenant had been established, ch. 21 to 23 two of the leading points which determined the attitude of the nation towards him, and which constituted, as it were, the main pillars that were to support the covenant about to be renewed. These were, first, the warning against every kind of league with the Canaanites, who were to be driven out before the Israelites, Exodus 34, 11 to 16, and, secondly, the instructions concerning the true worship of Jehovah, Exodus 34, 17 to 26. The warning against friendship with the idolatrous Canaanites, Exodus 34, 11 to 16, is more fully developed and more strongly enforced than in Exodus 23, 23. The Israelites, when received into the covenant with Jehovah, were not only to beware of forming any covenant with the inhabitants of Canaan, cf. Exodus 23, 32 to 33, but were to destroy all the signs of their idolatrous worship, such as altars, monuments, see Exodus 23, 24, and Asherim, the idols of Astarte, the Canaanitish goddess of nature, which consisted for the most part of wooden pillars, see Micam, on 1 Kings 14, 23, and to worship no other god, because Jehovah was called jealous, i.e., had revealed himself as jealous, see at Exodus 20, 5, and was a jealous God. This was commanded, that the Israelites might not suffer themselves to be led astray by such an alliance, to go a whoring after their gods, and sacrifice to them, to take part in their sacrificial festivals, or to marry their sons to the daughters of the Canaanites, by whom they would be persuaded to join in the worship of idols. The use of the expression, go a whoring, in a spiritual sense, in relation to idolatry, is to be accounted for on the ground, that the religious fellowship of Israel with Jehovah was a covenant resembling the marriage tie, and we meet with it for the first time, here, immediately after the formation of this covenant between Israel and Jehovah. The phrase is all the more expressive on account of the literal prostitution that was frequently associated with the worship of Baal and Astarte, cf. Leviticus 17, 7, Leviticus 20, 5 to 6, Numbers 14, 33, Refs 3, etc. We may see from Numbers 25, 1, how Israel was led astray by this temptation in the wilderness.